Now I know I've said that I'm out when it comes to buying any more designer costume jewelry because you're literally just paying for a bit of cheap metal and a brand name, but today's video is dedicated to one of my all-time favorite pieces of costume jewelry, and that is the Hermes Olympe Ear Cuffs. So in this video, I want to talk about why, if you are on the market for designer costume jewelry, why I think this is such a great piece to start with, and I'll also be sharing some alternative designer ear cuffs as well, so let's get started. So when it comes to Hermes, this is probably one of the least expensive accessories you can find next to a handful of bracelets and pendants. So I have the Olympe ear cuff in the small model in the color Cannelle in box calfskin with gold-plated hardware. Now this now currently retails for $305, and when I bought it, it retailed for $285. So that's about a $20 or 7% increase. So this baby here took forever to hunt down, like months. One day, this randomly popped up on the website, and it was a no-brainer. Now, ever since then, I feel like I've seen it pop up fairly consistently on the website. I've seen this in palladium and gold and rose gold-plated options, all variations of colors and leathers, from box leather to Epsom to lizard. And even with the different leathers, they are still the same price. Now, the Olympe ear cuff also comes in a larger model that I think retails for about $320, but in my opinion, bigger isn't always better. I'll try to insert a picture of what the larger model here looks like, and it just lacks all the elegance and simplicity that the smaller model does. But this can vary from person to person, or should I say from ear to ear. Now, I've worn this pretty much every day since I've gotten it, so I've worn it a lot. And for a fashion jewelry piece, it's held up so nicely. I mean, I get complimented on it all the time. And what can I say? I absolutely love how it looks. It's small and dainty enough to look classy, but still edgy at the same time. It really does just add a little extra oomph for someone like me, and it still looks age and work appropriate. So depending on the shape of your ear, you may be able to wear it at different placements, but for me, my ear is just too skinny to loop this at the top cartilage area. Instead, it sits really nicely on the bottom, and it's super comfortable. I always forget I am wearing it. Now, more than just a fashion ring or a necklace or bracelet, or even earrings for that matter, even though I found these on the Hermes website recently and I thought these studs were so stinking cute, I think an ear cuff is such an appropriate piece of costume accessory. I think designer fashion jewelry often tends to be really bold and in your face, and they often save the more dainty look for like their fine jewelry. So for me, this almost doesn't feel like costume, and it doesn't look like costume jewelry, you know? And again, for this price, this is one of the cheapest things you can purchase from Hermes and wear on a daily basis without it screaming, you know, I'm wearing designer costume jewelry. So if you are on a budget but still wanting to get something that can add to your daily look without it screaming costume jewelry, I think the Olympe ear cuff is a great way to go. But if Hermes isn't your cup of tea, I have found some others as well from different designer brands, and I just want to show those to you. Now, Louis Vuitton has quite a few options when it comes to ear cuffs, and I'm loving their pillow nanogram earrings. They cost about $340, but they come in a set of two contrasting metal colors, one in silver and one in gold. The other fashion jewelry option they have is the Louis Vuitton Stellar earrings, and those retail for about $530, but that's what I would consider to be more of your traditional, more in-your-face costume jewelry. And then obviously they have a collection of fine jewelry ear cuff options. So again, I think the pillow nanogram are extremely cute, and for that price point, you get two. Gucci also has several, but the one that caught my eye was the small interlocking GG ear cuff, and that one retails for $240, so extremely affordable. And here you can see the model wearing two different sizes and at different locations on the ear. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's definitely a lot more of a casual vibe compared to the Hermes ear cuff, which is a lot more dressed up in my opinion. Now, Fendi also has a couple of ear cuffs that are between $200 and $500, but it's a no from me for all of them. Maybe it'd be different if I could really see what they look like on the model, but just from the pictures, they just seem really chunky and bold. So again, like true costume jewelry. And the same goes for Versace, you know, super in your face. And oh, please note, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your aesthetic, absolutely go for it. I typically wear mine to work, to teach, to conferences, to meetings. So I just don't think I'm going to be gravitating towards those bolder ones, since I typically wear it when I go to work. Now Dior, on the other hand, oh, they got ear cuffs all right, but the least expensive option is still $1,400, and that's because it's made of fine metals. Again, I wish they had more pictures with models to give you an idea of the size of the cuff, but at $1,400 for an accessory, and not like your traditional piece of fine jewelry, I'm out. Now these next two I'm really loving, and not just because of its price tag, because they are both under $200, but Valentino has their VLogo signature metal ear cuff, and it's only $150. I love the simplicity of the design. I think it's so sleek, so sophisticated. I just absolutely love it. And Jimmy Choo also has a gorgeous ear cuff for $175, and I love the variation of all the different enameling colors. The black, the pink, the white. I mean, you just can't go wrong with any of these. So, do you have the Hermes Olympe Ear Cuff? Let me know what you think about it. Or do you have ear cuffs from other designers, or basically any other type of costume jewelry that you think is worth it? I'd love to know down in the comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching.